Hey, hello guys.
Hi.
Yeah, it's good to have you here once again. If you are just joining us for the first time, welcome. And if you
Welcome.
are one of our subscribers that have been watching our videos, we say welcome. And if you've not subscribed, please do.
Yeah, please
Uh,
subscribe.
so today we want to be looking at something around how we manage our long distance relationship.
Yeah,
So we had a share of the long distance relationship saga also during our time of courtship before we got married. Um,
I know the funny thing is that when you were getting into a relationship with me,
hmm.
you did not know that it was going to be a long distance one.
Yeah, very funny one. As a matter of fact, my relationship that I was into before, actually I felt it didn't work because of the distance.
Okay.
I was in school, it was 300 level, yeah, entering 400 level when I started the relationship, and it was doing well. We left school. I think during my service, things just got LY and things
Haywire.
scattered everywhere. So
God
um
preparing the.
yeah, but it's good. I never regretted it because I now have this very amazing woman as a wife. And I think as God's children, God sometimes allows certain things to happen so that He takes us to the right place He wants to take us to.
Yeah.
As I always say, if one door doesn't close, another door won't open. So it's good being married to this amazing woman here.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been anybody else at all. She's just the perfect person. All right. So I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, because as at the time I was trying to talk to her, my first experience with her, one of these days we'll do a video on how we met. I actually thought she was in Ibadan. All right. So I never knew you are not in Ibadan.
Really?
To be sincere with you, I didn't have an idea of you not being in Ibadan until you know I started engaging you, I started talking to you, and by that time I was already falling in love. So it was hard to now say, oh, long
But
distance. But really, I've shut down several relationship interests just because of anything long distance. I wasn't just interested in hearing that word long distance thing because I just felt it has a way it affects
see, look
relationship
at how God
and
worked though, because I'm sure he would have said, this
yeah.
girl is very able. Let me not disturb her, you
Hmm.
know. But God say, my son, come here. When he was already interested and was already falling in love, he now got to know that I was in Oshobo. Then I had a job, a federal government job, in Oshobo, and had my studio in Ibadan.
Yeah.
So I I go to Ibadan quite a lot, like especially when we have jobs, weekends. It's not far. Like how many hours?
Yeah,
2 hours.
yeah, maybe about two
two
hours. Yeah,
hours from Oshobo.
Oshobo, yeah, 2 hours. Yeah.
So so most people, because I kept that part of my life private, so most people did not even know that I was not in Oshobo. I just had the studio there. So it was part of the most people that did not know.
Yeah.
And then it was later they was not telling me that, oh God, this long distance thing is not for me. I do not really like long distance relationship. Like, so what are you gonna do about it, bro? What are you going to do?
Yeah, so really at that time,
So how did it work for
yeah,
us? And
yeah,
for you, what made you feel like this can work? And how did it work for us?
yeah, I think for me,
Okay.
um one reason why I decided to give it a chance, even though it was long distance, was the fact that I believe we were operating more like adults at that stage, where it wasn't like the school own where I was still very much young and I wasn't ready for
Okay, so
marriage in a
you
way.
feel like
So I
your
felt like
relationship, the one that did not work
mm,
because of the long distance, was because of you were
no, it
younger
was not that I was
or
younger, it was
maturity.
long. Like, when a relationship is long, like you are in a relationship with no date in view, with no plan in view. You
Oh,
just know
okay.
that, okay, now let's keep hustling. By the time we are fine, you get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, I
But
get.
this at the stage where we met, what at the stage where one, I felt I was ready for that marital commitment already.
Okay.
All right. So I also felt that okay, you are also ready. In different aspects. So I knew that the way we will run the relationship will be different from how I
You
did.
were
Then I
ready.
also felt that at least I also have some fun a little bit to handle that aspect in
So
the
are
place
you
of
trying to say
traveling
that?
and others. Yeah.
So are you trying to say that for long distance relationship, some of the things that could help them or help make it work is first of all maturity on the part of the couples.
Yeah, yeah, because if both of you are yet you are not ready,
They are
like
not
you are
matured.
not matured and you don't feel that you are at that stage where you want to make that commitment, little things can just
Sway you.
sway you
And
guys away.
then
Yeah.
yeah, and then something else that I think is very important is trust on both sides. Some people are just not trustworthy. And if you are unlucky to be in a long distance relationship with someone like that, you just give yourself attention because if she does not pick your call, you're worried that what is she doing?
Mhm.
And then you do not see each other for maybe 2 months at a stretch, and the person you think you are in love with or you're in a relationship with is already in a relationship with someone else, and is just saying she's just my friend just because the other person is around them more. So I think trust is very important, and that was what helped us in our long distance relationship. We trust each other.
Yeah.
If he does not hear from me, he's not thinking like where's she, or that kind of thing. And then I think one another thing is that you make moments that you're together, make it count. You create as much memories as you can within a period of time. I remember one weekend that I was in Ibadan. We went to um we hung out with our friend. Then he followed me to the event we were having. After that event, he took me to this
Tabama.
Tabama, and it was just a lot of hangouts, shawarma, Tabama, those kind of things. Took lots of pictures so that when you're no longer together, when you're back to your different locations, you can go through those memories and you don't feel like alone too much.
Yeah, yeah, I think is important. It's not just apart from even long distance relationship. Every relationship, you need to ensure that you create memorable times with each other. But especially for people in long distance relationship where you don't have yourselves to each other
Yeah,
all the time. She's not easily accessible. So the little time you have, she comes visit or you go visit or you meet somewhere,
just
just
make it
make good use of it, make a good use of it. Have time to laugh, have time to smile, to bond, talk together, share things together, just make it a very amazing experience that each of you will look forward to another time again
together.
together. Because for long distance relationship, you can't just verse one day and just say yeah come. You need to
You
calculate
have to
cost,
plan.
plan transportation, and a few other things like that. The stress even on the road, and stuff. It's tough, especially if you are in some nations like for example Nigeria, where transportation issue
Even the
is,
risk of traveling
the risk
itself
of traveling.
is too much.
It's not easy. So that's it. I think another thing before my babe also talk again is um the place of commitment to make it work.
Yeah,
I think I always say love is commitment.
yeah,
Love is commitment, because the thing is that a lot will crop up, a lot of challenges. You are not seeing each other frequently. You will not even understand each other that much. And sometimes she's going through stuff or you are going through stuff. The person is not there with you to really get to understand your mood.
yeah,
So sometimes it's an issue, but commitment to make it work. It's
yeah,
not easy, but when you are committed to say no matter what we're going to make. I think one of the things I told her when we started was that no matter what happened, don't come to me and start saying things around let's take a break. or I don't think you are not the
I
right
do
person
that a
for
lot.
me,
I do
you
that a
know.
lot in relationships. I get overwhelmed a lot. Like I get overwhelmed sometimes, and I'm just like, you know what? Um, just stay on your own. Let me stay on my own and figure out whatever thing is happening with me. And then, but with him, I've never said, oh, by the way, can we take a break? And I think that what something that really helped us in our relationship was communication. You know,
Yeah.
that for somebody that they're seeing each other maybe every day or in church every Sunday is different
Mm.
for you people that are far away from each other. So the way you can bridge that distance in a way is communication. And a communication means that you don't leave your partner wondering where you are or what you're up to. It's not, I'm not saying update them about everything in your life, but just even if you're not going to be with your phone for the next maybe 6 hours, you can just drop a message that, hello babe, I am going to be busy from this time to this time. I'll reach out, or my battery is low, or my phone is about to die. Oh, remember the time I lost my phone?
Mm.
No, I forgot my phone at work. So it was when I got home that he was really worried sick because he could not reach me. And it was just for the night, that kind of thing. But that is what love does. And you have to put that into account, because as much as you want to feel like, oh, I'm in charge of my life and all, someone somewhere is really worried about you, and then they want to know what is happening with you. So even when you feel sad and you don't want to talk, you can still send a text that I don't feel like talking right now. Can we talk later? Or I won't be available for the time being. Oh, by the way, I'm going to church. I'll be back by 10. Those just little updates. One, it will save you guys from having quarrels every little time, like I could not reach you, why are you trying to call me? And I'll just try and bridge your communication, try to tell each other how you feel, even if it's by text, by and then also there's something you did when we're in a relationship that I really like. My babe wakes me up every day with a text message. Like I when we're in a relationship, I know it is like clockwork. I know that his text will come in, and it's a different text every day telling me how awesome I am, how lucky he is that I'm in his life. They're telling me he loves me, doing all of that. We are married now. I don't see any text message
If I
again.
still do,
But
I still do anyway. Not
when
every day, but I still
he
do.
said what to me at the beginning of the month.
Yeah, I did. And of course, once in a while. But I have you always with me. So a lot of times I tell you when I wake up. Each time we wake up, I get to talk to you, say things to you.
Well,
But of
to be
course,
to
I'll
be
increase it.
to be fair, he does tell me he loves me every morning. I guess me, I just love the text messages. So
Okay. I will, I
yeah.
will, I will, I will, I will try and increase it.
So
Yeah, so on that same communication stuff, I
okay.
just wanted to say that communication is very important. That there is no relationship, even marriage, that survives without effective communication.
Effective
Yeah,
keywords.
very effective one. So I would say that another thing is that you can utilize video calls, especially you can do video calls. We used to do WhatsApp video call sometimes for hours on stretch. We are still on WhatsApp video calls. Sometimes she's cooking while I'm there, still seeing what she's doing. She's doing different things. I'm still there seeing. Sometimes I'm even working too. We are on video call. I'm doing something else, and it just helps us connect.
In
It makes
short,
us feel like maybe we are there with each
in short,
other, knows what
MTN
is
shop
going
our
on.
data.
Yeah, so yeah, we did spend money on data during those times,
Yeah.
subscribing, and there are times too I have to help with subscribing for her. She too has helped with sending me airtime too for subscription. So we are doing that, just to ensure that we're in touch. So please, you need to work on that. Since you can't see each other, even if you are seeing each other always, you are not sleeping with each other, you are not waking up with each other.
So
So
that's the
there should
way you
still
can
be,
just
yeah, that place of effective communication, which I feel that will really, really be helpful to the
and
relationship
if
when
you
you are
love
always
each
in
other
touch. Mm.
anyway, it's kind of you want to talk with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you love somebody, you want to always be around the person. You are concerned. You want to hear from the person how the person is doing and all that. So it's important. I think another point I would say that helps also during this time of long distance relationship is being patient with each other and not just overreacting to things. Do you understand that little thing you're already overreacting, you're already thinking wide, you're already, I think you should just calm down.
Calm
If you
down.
are if you are like that, you have high blood pressure when it comes to
Because
long distance relationship. So just calm down, be patient, give excuses for her. She didn't pick your call. Don't just begin to assume plenty things. Just think, okay, she might be busy or she might be this. Drop her a text message, hi babe, like that. So you need to be patient when it comes to long distance relationship. And then sometimes, so there are times she used to send me a message and say, I'm not in the mood now or something like that to talk. Can we talk some other times? And hey, now what? Like already, so like she's not in the mood. Sometimes you send message like, so I will even be confused. Do you get? So I just have to be,
you say you're
yeah, I get
confused.
confused too because I'll be like, what? I've not done anything wrong. What have I done for God's sake? You get, a part of me will feel that even if you are angry or you are annoyed, talking to me should be able to relieve you. So sometimes I get so confused. Let me use that word. But I try to be patient with her. Sometimes I'll just tell her thank you, good night. But it's not from my mind, even though I'm saying thank you, good night. Just for peace, and I'm trying to be understanding that she might be going through something, emotionally, like that. So a lot of patience is needed. If I wasn't, I'll just turn into quarrel, and I'll be adding more on the
More
issue
salt
that is
to
on ground, to
injury.
the
And
injury.
then there's one thing we did too in our relationship, which was prayers.
Mm,
I think that really helped us. We
yeah.
every Wednesday we have this fasting and prayer. By me, I'll break by 12 o'clock. My babe will fast though. He would have making guest of me that it's your break and then I'll break. But in the so we fast, then we pray. So it for me personally, it's something I look forward to every
And
Wednesday. Like
sometimes we give a scripture, we read,
yeah,
and then maybe she's the one or myself,
that we
we
share the
we share
words
the word,
together.
like that.
So
Yeah.
it just allowed us to
To
bond
bond, yeah.
spiritually. I love that a lot. It helped us to bond spiritually, and then whatever things we are passing through, maybe at work, maybe in my business, we
Mm.
just take
Discuss
it
it and pray.
together with to God in prayers. That power of agreement too. It actually started working for us
Yeah.
before we got married,
I
because
think it really worked,
yeah,
yeah.
because we were able to decide on, oh, this is how we want our family to be, and we worked towards it, and we received the backing of God. And so I think it will help you. It helped us a lot, and it should be able to help couples in the place of prayers, spiritual, fighting your battles together, and creating that bond with God at the center of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think another thing also could be surprises. Like even though you are not there physically, let her just feel your presence with a bit of some of those
Oh my
surprises.
god, I love surprises.
so, so I think it's something that you might need to include into long time into a very long distance relationship. For
There's
example,
one day.
okay.
But there's one day at work, he sent me chicken and chips. Was it chicken and chips? Yeah, was it chicken and chips?
I know I've
No, no,
sent some
no,
things. I
chicken.
know I've sent chicken and chips. I know there was a certain time it was more like catfish pepper soup or something.
He
So
just
sure,
sent, he sent that to my workplace. Even my colleague at was saying, "Well, see, this man, we are marrying this man." I say, "How many of you are marrying my husband to me?" Because it was all of us that took it together. So I just got a call that I have a package in my mind. I'm like, "We'll have the package. I did not order for anything." So I'm very serious. My baby had to call me that someone is sending back, because I was like, "Who is sending? Who? This is wrong delivery." When it now came, it was now food. I was so happy because food is like my love language.
so that's important. And I remember there was a time she even traveled. She went to shoot a wedding. No, she went, is it wedding, or she traveled somewhere in Kogi and she was coming back. For
Okay.
example, I knew she was tired. In my mind, I was like, oh, is this girl is going to be thinking of food again to eat tonight after coming in so late. I had to look for a friend in Oshogbo and begged him, literally begged him that night. He did it for me, which I'm sure is just because I was good to him while we were on campus. He had to go all out. He's a married person, go all out to leave his wife, and just,
Wow.
he
Wow.
went to get those things and
Okay.
help me deliver it to her. So those are some of those things. And there was even a certain time to myself, I think I was down or week or so. She ordered food also.
Okay.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
brought it. They just called me. I was happy. It
I
was
knew you
nice
could not cook
because I
at that
couldn't
point.
cook. I
Yeah.
was down. So it just showed me that she was so thoughtful of me. Do you get? So I think things like that help. So things like that are needed at intervals. It helps the other party to feel that you truly love them, you are truly committed into them, and they feel your presence. Even though you are not there, they can still feel that presence, that you are supporting them, you are thinking of them, you have them in view, and they won't lose touch of your presence so easily. So I think those are some of the things we did
Mm.
that were
That
really
really
very
helped our
helpful to us.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we're praying that your own long distance relationship will work and it will lead to marriage in Jesus' name.
All right. So thank you. So we said long distance relationship is possible, it's workable, it's doable, but you need to commit to it
And
to
put
let
in
it
the
work.
work.
All right.
Put
So
in
as we
the work.
said, commitment is very important. Please don't forget the place of communication. Very important. Also,
Patience and
yes,
prayers.
yes, when it comes to long distance relationship. And you know long distance, short distance relationship doesn't determine how well a relationship will
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
All right, so it's all around
The
your commitment,
individuals
the
involved.
individuals involved, and how you want to make good use of that time. But ensure you are with somebody you trust. But of course, trust does not just come in a day. But at least somebody you believe in, that you know the kind of values he has that you believe in. It's important. If not, you will have a lot of heart attack or heartaches during the course of that relationship. All right.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget, before you leave this video, don't forget to subscribe. We're always very happy when we see our subscribers increasing, and we're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we want it to
So
add
that,
to our happiness.
yeah, and we
And
can
then
reach out to more people too.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
so if
Subscribe.
you've been in a long distance relationship before, and maybe there were certain things you guys did that we didn't mention, or we even mentioned, but you want to share your own part of the experience,
Yeah.
please say something on
Would
the
love to
comment
hear.
section. We love to hear, and audience will also love to hear from you, to know someone, because
Experience.
people have a lot of bad comments about long distance relationship. I also had my share too. I didn't want to go into it again, but I had an open heart. It worked out, and it's something I'm enjoying. And I really enjoyed that relationship more than any other one ever. So it's doable, and it's workable. Let's hear from you on this matter.
Bye.
All right.